YouTube. Today we're going to take a look at Google Now on your phone and see how important Google Now has become, and see how probably you can use Google Now some of the ways that I do. Google Now has become almost something that I can't do without on a daily basis. I look at my phone every day and it's Google Now. I have it on my page as a widget. I have it as on my fingertip, really on my fingertip, where I can swipe and it comes up. I can just touch my screen down and it pops up ready to answer any question. I put it as one of my main page. It's right up there with, and I'll bring the camera closer to show you. So you can see on there, I'm using Google Now. It's it's a widget right on there, always giving me the information that I'm seeking. This morning I made a search for the Bureau of Vital Statistics, and I look it up to how far it was from my house, and it's 46 minutes away right now. Normally it's closer, but in Houston traffic, that's what it would be right now. And I ran the search. Actually, I ran the search on my browser. That's where I went and looked for it. But Google Now already, because it's kind of tied into my browser, it knew that I was interested in the Bureau of Vital Statistics. So what it did, it put it up as the number one thing that I did for the day, and it has it up there in that little area here, telling me what area I should take, or what street I should take to get down there the fastest. And right now it's telling me to take Hardy Toll Road. It's also giving me a ticker of the Rockets, and they'll be playing today, the Houston Rockets. And on Tuesday, which was last night, they did play, and they beat I guess they beat the Suns 127 to 118. And all I have to do is tap on there to give me more information. If I wanted to, I could just tap on here, and you can see it comes up in a bigger area, and it gives me, under different colors, a nice little card with all the information I'm looking for. The company that I work with, the stocks today, and it looks pretty good. Our stocks is going up. And if you touch on it also, it goes into further details, onto a web page, kind of like a web page area, and gives you more information. And we can just continue to go, and it gives me more stuff. Samsung, you can see right here, it's telling me that the Galaxy Note 4 is getting updated to Lollipop. Something about Yao Ming, because I did a search on Sunday about Yao Ming. The weather right now in Houston, the weather for the week, stories about my island, because it know that I always looking up news about my island. So it give me cards of news from my island. Also here is more, and if I wanted more cards about more stuff, it just goes on to give me places where it know I might be interested in. So that is, it know I'm home right now, so it's telling me how long it will take to get to work, and where the traffic is the lightest right here. And this will update as the time goes on for the rest of the day. And you can see here, 9 minutes to, it's taking me to somewhere on Richie, I don't know, but there's a bunch of places you know that I usually go around that time, or I usually search for around that time. Also, like I told you, I have it tied in. If I swipe down on my phone, it pops up and it's listening, and I can ask it any question, and you can see right here it's ready to just start typing any question I ask. And you can see the more I talk is the more it try to read what I'm saying and have it there for me. But right now I'm asking no question. Yesterday a friend of mine texted me, and he's like, how many bones in a foot? And let's stop for a little while and we'll see. But you can see how quick it is. It's listening, it's taking them, and there we go. And it, how many bones in a foot? And it comes up and it brings up the answer right there, 26 bones. And yesterday the guy asked me that as a quick question in a text, and I'll show you, because the phone is always listening the way I have it programmed, and I said, okay Google, how many bones in a foot? And there it is, same answer. Here we go again. Okay, Google, play WCK. So it's gonna go into my music and look for WCK in my library, and it will start playing somewhere. Oh, I think I have it connected to my headphones. So anyway, so you can see that I have integrated the Google Now in my daily life, and it keeps me on my toes. In the afternoon when I'm at work, and it's around 4 o'clock, it knows that usually around that time, that's when I'm going to go home. So that area up here is going to come up, time to go home, and give me the best way through traffic. Another thing it does very good is, if you have your navigation on while you're driving to that destination, it will, so for example, if I do this, it's going to bring this up. It's going to tell me the best way to go, and where there's problems on here. North side is a stalled vehicle on the right shoulder of Hardy on Cross Timber. So I know exactly where that is. So it gives me different options via Hardy Toll Road is 40 minutes, and this road has toll. It gives me, and I can go down there and get more options. I can go via 45, it's 45 minutes. So I'll pick here and I'll go on here. Right here you will see that blue area here is where it know I normally pass, and it will also give me that area right here on 45. So normally I avoid 45 around that time in the morning, so I will definitely take Hardy. If while I'm driving on Hardy, it picks up any accidents or anything on Hardy in front of me, it's going to come up and just pop up and tell me, hey, Hardy has some problems, exit and take that area, and it gives me the option to do that. So it's always searching for me, it's always looking, and it's just something that you just have. It's just a perfect traffic update. It's just good for traffic updates. So I think everybody should really start working. And the more you use it, is the more it know what you want, and the more it evolves, and the better it get. So let's try this. You can also set, remind me to pick up meds at Walgreens. And add a reminder, set place, and say OK. And the reminder is saved. What's going to happen is it knows which Walgreens I go to all the time. So what you're going to do is, if I pass anywhere close to that Walgreens, it's going to pop up and remind me to pick up my meds. I didn't set any time, I didn't set anything. It's just going to keep, when it's searching through its map or whatever you call it, when it's searching through its map and it's updated, it updates itself. It's going to know when I pass close to Walgreens, it's going to pop up and remind me, hey, this is Walgreens, time to pick up your meds. So, you know, as time goes on, we'll look more into Google Now and how Google Now has become such a big part of Android and even iOS too. A lot of iOS users now realize how super good that Google Now is. So let's go ahead and we'll do some more videos as time goes on.